victory all in my eyes. Enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feeling in my fist.
Fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm Joe. Always tryna fight on by the. Always tryna fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm George. I'm coming for that dough, soon as I walk, they making noise. I'm walking through my city, they like boom, by 3-0. Knock them out in 60 seconds, like I'm using cheat codes. I just want that money, like I'm money made. I might pop my jack, then uppercut, then he up on my way. With my belt, discount double check, undisputed champ. I'ma walk inside your gym and take over. I'm new to camp. Yeah, I'm new to camp. Sitting ringside with my dog. I'm what coach flick. Underdogs coming out on top. Got them so sick. 1, 2, 3. I think it's over. 4, 5, 6. He leaning over.
We welcome you to Cambrian Hall. When you think class, this is the place to be. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our... It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. This guy was sparring with world champions like Roy.
This bout is...
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
So we waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. They exchange punches. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. You don't want to trade shots. Do you believe what we're seeing? This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. How about that time counter shot? You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well, this won't sit well with their opponent. Misses with the jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, you know what? I've been in fight.
On to the second round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights. Blocks the left uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. And he scores with the counter. That jab won't score. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. One punch could change everything in this battle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell sometimes.
Let's get it started in round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punch. Just misses with that jab. That jab doesn't score. A perfect counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Nice counter. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. Well, we're entering back at it in round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again, when your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
I slipped to avoid the jab. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Benavidez. There's the bell to start round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Jab just got blocked. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punching. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Beautiful counter punch. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. I'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Nice counter shot. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the... Here we go. It's round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable at middleweight.
Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? You'd like to see more jabs. Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David. And we enter the 8th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Which fighter will say no mas? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. That counter shot lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice counter shot. A straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. So close, but so far a split decision loss. Man, that one has got to hurt, Johnny.
It could have gone either way, and it's hard, you know, you're going to have people arguing, the fans...
don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stack boy so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team, and I'll send man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats. I don't want to hear no talk from a dweeb. You don't respect me if you don't pay my fees. If you don't respect me, then please better back out the way of this heat. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman.
You switched off completely. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. Switch on, switch on. You've been coasting this fight.
Let's go.
What you doing? Come on, you're switching off. You're complacent.
Do your business.
Okay, now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes, you're switching off. The fight's not over yet.
Let's fight.
Do you want to win this fight? I need you to get back out there. Listen, you switched off. What you doing? Get your mind back on the job.
That's it. We're winning this round. Nothing stupid now.
Okay, now, you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. Okay, focus, focus. Big deep breaths. Big deep breaths.